the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Play action. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
29-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 26
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack at this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ryan rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Ronald Jones, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
O.J. Howard. Touchdown.
O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Jones, the ball
right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
O.J. Howard.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Brady now on 1st down. Going up top for Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run. It's Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
They go play action now. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing on first down is Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, switch gears. Check it out, Reed. Let's see. Go bandit. Check. Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Buccaneers.
Hey, go 66. Can't give him another check. Slam. Check 52. Cover.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Buccaneers 28. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
29-yard line.
Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
That's good.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
13-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Steven Nelson on the
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Buccaneer 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.